What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another collaboration beer. This time between the Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, and they're out of both Chico, California and Mills River, North Carolina, and the Kehrwieder Brewery, and they're out of Hamburg, Germany, and this is their Oktoberfest, the 2023 release. So this is a Festbier-style Oktoberfest that comes in at 6% alcohol by volume, 30 IBUs at the time of review. This can is approximately 2 months old, and I'm super excited to give this one a review because I am extremely happy that Sierra Nevada brought back their collaborative Oktoberfest series, or whatever you want to call it. Starting, I think it was in 2015 until 2019, every single year for their Oktoberfest release, they would collab with a German brewery. They stopped it in 2020, haven't released it the last 3 years, so 2020, 2021, and 2022, and they brought it back this year, and I'm really excited about it. Now, I have seen mostly favorable reviews of this one, although I've seen some of my friends not dig the hop-forward nature of this one, although if you go to Sierra Nevada's YouTube page, they have a quick video talking a little bit about it, and they basically say this is kind of like a new age fest beer, where it's a mixture of like a traditional fest beer with a little bit of like pale ale vibes, and they're using both German and American hops, so there's going to have more hop character without the bitterness. At least that's what they say they're going for. So I could see how some people would be kind of put off. They kind of just want probably a traditional fest beer, so I see that side of it. However, I'm always open to trying whatever here, and I'm hoping this is quite tasty. So the brewmasters of both of these breweries, specifically the Sierra Nevada, I think it's the Mills River, North Carolina brewmaster, along with the Kehrwieder. I'm probably butchering that, but that's okay. That's what I do here. They have a long-running history because they're apparently classmates in Berlin somewhere around 20 years ago. So now they get to collab on this beer, and I think that is a fantastic. And I've had like a half dozen people ask me if I was going to review this one as I brought the channel back. And as you can see, yes, I am. So we're going to throw this over here. I really like the can, simple, but you know, still has a nice traditional look to it. But anyway, yeah, that looks like, if I'm being honest with you, this looks like kind of in between a fest beer and like a lighter Märzen. On camera, it's probably going to look darker. It's probably going to look closer to a Märzen, but in person, it's like right in between. It doesn't necessarily have the darkness of a Märzen, but it has a little bit more of that orange kind of color that you don't really, I don't see too much of fest beers. Fest beers usually have that like straw golden color, a little bit slightly darker. This is more darker than that. Just over a finger of this off-white, super creamy, somewhat soap sudsy looking head. Great clarity, nice carbonation, plays the role to some degree. But again, this is kind of a hybrid. So it is what it is. Let's get a nose. Oh, that's... So I see what folks are saying. So the first thing that hits me is a lot of like bready, biscuity malt goodness, right? Maybe a slight honey drizzle. But then I get floral, herbaceous, and somewhat spicy hops. Even a little bit of a citrus note, like a zesty grapefruit or orange. It definitely has that lager funk that you get a lot of times with Oktoberfest and lagers in general. Yeah, so I could see this. So this has more hop character in the nose than probably the style would dictate. And I'm okay with that. I kind of had the same feeling from Von Trapp and Narragansett, their collaboration this year. They call it a hoppy Wiesenlager. And that's exactly what it was. It had a little bit more of a hop character. On the finish, it reminded me of rye because I had this spicy herbaceousness. And I'm kind of getting that in the nose here. But maybe leaning a little bit more floral and citrusy. Yeah, it has like a slight bready, again, biscuity malt character, honey drizzle, touch it like a caramel. But it's very, I wouldn't say very well balanced, but it's pretty balanced overall. It's just maybe a little bit more of a hop kick than you're accustomed to, especially if you want a traditional fest beer. Smells really good, makes my mouth water, so let's get into it. Prost, everyone. That is delicious, come on. I don't know if it's because my can's a couple months old. Typically, I would review this during the authentic Oktoberfest celebration in Munich, Germany. So you're talking probably mid to late September, which will put this can right around somewhere around 4 to 6 weeks old. It's 2 months old. So maybe people who are drinking this a little bit fresher when this was released at the tail end of August into September, maybe that hop character is a little bit more pronounced and bitter. That's not what is happening here. I'm getting more hop character, but there's not a pronounced bitterness, and this just is fucking delicious, if we're being honest. Buying this a little bit bigger than I expected, 6%. So it's like medium, maybe a touch over. The Festbier style, you want them a little bit easier to drink and lighter. So this has the body more of a Märzen than a Festbier in my opinion, but I'm fine with it. The mouthfeel, it's crisp. This beer is super clean. It's effervescent. It slides down the throat hole very easy. Like you could crush a lot of this. And I will say, it is a little bit more bitter than your traditional Festbier. But I think I enjoy that. And I do think maybe fresher, this would even be more of a punch in the face. So good. I think those friends of mine who have checked us in on Tapped, or we've spoken about this one, maybe it was a little bit, too hot for fresh. But again, they kind of wanted to do something that wasn't just a traditional take on the style. So you have to keep that in mind. But right up front, it's bready, it's biscuity. Again, honey. It's like honey, slightly toasted, honey drizzled bread, maybe biscuity or like a toasted biscuit, right? There's a touch of caramel. As it passes through, I get hit with a little bit of like an orchard fruit vibe. Like a red apple skin more than anything. Maybe a touch of citrus, like a grapefruit or a lemon, but zesty, like the zest of a grapefruit or lemon. Orange. Then on the finish, it has that floral, spicy, herbaceous finish. It finishes mild to moderately bitter. Smack dab in the middle, maybe more approaching moderate. So again, fresh, I could see this. And this, I'm not saying this isn't fresh, 2 months old, we're fine, right? But what I'm saying is when this was uber fresh, there's probably a little bit more of a bitterness and noticeable hop kick. So that's where I think some of my friends were kind of, saying, hey, this is a little bit too hoppy. But again, they were trying to go for a hybrid of a Festbier, Pale Ale, something in that realm. So it makes sense. Semi-dry, I think it's a little bit more bitter than dry. Here's the thing. This is, to me, great as far as like a Festbier is concerned for the drinkability. I think if this was actually on tap somewhere at a local American Oktoberfest celebration, like Cincinnati has like the biggest, I think, in the U.S., and this was on tap and you could just get big steins of them and you're just throwing them back, right? I think this would be very well balanced for what I'm looking for, and it has enough flavor, enough of a complexity here that would keep me interested in wanting to drink multiples of it. And that's kind of what you want for beers like this. At least that's what I want. I will say this, all three Festbiers that I've reviewed this year, the Weihenstephaner and Jack's Abbey collaboration, the aforementioned Von Trapp and Narragansett, and this, all tasty in their own right, all completely different Festbiers. Like they all have their own little unique kind of twang to them, and they're all quite tasty. And I don't know, I think I might be a convert to Festbiers over Märzens at this point. I don't know. Keep in mind, though, this is not, again, a traditional Festbier through and through. There is a little bit of a hybrid thing going on here, but I really dig this one. 6%, you really can't tell, although I feel like it's a bigger beer just because of the body, but like no alcohol or anything. This is really tasty, and I enjoy it, and I'm glad I picked this one up. So Oktoberfest, the 2023 release from Sierra Nevada and Kehrwieder. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm having issues. I'm going to give this a high 4.25. I'm going to go 4.3 out of 5. I think this is really tasty, and I am happy I picked it up. And if you haven't picked it up yet, it's probably, not around as much anymore now that we're into the mid to late October. But grab yourself a can or two, or maybe even a 6-pack, and get down with it, especially if you like Festbiers and a little bit more of a hop forward kick. Price point availability in my neck of the woods, this was $11.99 a 6-pack. You're talking $2 a can. Yes, please. And then availability is Sierra Nevada. You should have seen this wherever Sierra Nevada is sold. I don't know if that's a case, a 12-pack, a 6-pack, singles. I could pick up, I think, 6-packs, 12-packs, and singles of this. Pretty sure. Not positive, pretty sure. So yeah, not much more to say about it. This is the last Oktoberfest beer that I will be reviewing this year. We have the 10 Days of Pumpkin upcoming, so you should see that. I think when I post this, it'll be tomorrow. The 10 Days of Pumpkin will start. So, or maybe, no, not tomorrow, 2 days. I think I'm posting this on Friday, and on Sunday, the 10 Days of Pumpkin should start. So I'm really happy. I went out with a bang. And honestly, all of the Oktoberfest, for the most part, I picked up this year were pretty good. Outside of the Thin Man one here, the Märzen local brewery, that one was just okay, and was the only Märzen I reviewed this year, so kind of bummer in that aspect, or that respect. But really happy I grabbed this one, and yeah, so anyway, if you've had this one before, post in the comment section, let me know what you think about it. Really just a tasty hybrid Fest beer that I'm going to drink the rest of this in about 5-10 minutes off camera and enjoy every single second of it. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.